Hello and good day. Welcome to this episode of What Do You Want to Cook? My next guest is the Executive Director of the Clatsop Economic Development Resources and the Small Business Development Center here in Clatsop County in association with Clatsop Community College. His family has been here since 1879. Please welcome a good friend of ours and a great friend of all of the county, Kevin Leahy.
Hey, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks for coming. Man.
Yeah, no, it's great. My pleasure.
We appreciate it very much. You're everywhere. Thanks for making the time. We had to put this on the calendar like a few weeks ago. So I could squeeze you in.
I didn't kind of calendar it out. Sorry about that.
On this day, yeah, no, it's all good, right? It threw me off. Most people are like, yeah, how's Tuesday? You're like, how's November? So, first question for you. We got a lot to talk about, but we also want to make sure that our shows aren't super long. All right. So, what do you want to cook? My name is Chris Holen. For the past 25 years, I've had the privilege of calling Astoria, Oregon home. It's a place that's authentically reinventing itself and bringing about new life. And it's all happening through the incredible people that live here. They're making a difference, one meaningful act at a time. And that's not just an Astoria story, is it? It's a common thread intertwined through every thriving community around the world. Whether it's a small town or a big city, it's powered by its people. Folks dedicated to putting good out into the world. Now, what do you want to cook? We're bringing these stories right into my kitchen. This show is about connecting with the heart of the community, no matter where you are. We'll cook dishes that tell a story. We'll explore how these guests are making a difference. And we'll discover together why these moments of connection are so vital in today's world. It's a cooking show, a talk show, and a celebration of good people. So, what do you want to cook? And what stories do you want to tell?
Well, what I want to cook is a family specialty that I grew up with. I'm doing it in honor of my mother. What I'd like to cook today is cream shrimp on toast. And it's something that my family has always had since I was a little kid. We would have for special dinners or for Friday night dinners. And with my children, when they'd come to Astoria to visit my mother and my dad, that was always on the menu, was the cream shrimp on toast.
I like it. Cream shrimp on toast. And we certainly have lots of pink shrimp around these parts,
we do.
Right? That is excellent.
And I also, Chris, want to mention that I say cream shrimp on toast because we used to also do cream tuna on toast.
Yeah.
Or we did other, kind of depending on, the disposable income that we had. We had a growing family.
You got to look through the checkbook ledger.
Checkbook to see if we want to...
we could do tuna this week.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So it's a family favorite to this day. I make it all the time still.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick off this GoPro so we can take a couple little shots here. This is fun. So here's what we got. Here's what we sort out. Obviously, we got a pot on the stove. It's on toast, right? So we're gonna
That's correct.
We're gonna put
Great
toast.
toast.
We're gonna use this cast iron skillet. We are gonna make a roux using butter, a little bit of flour. All right, we're gonna cook that down. It's important to cook the starch out a little bit so you don't have starchy flavor. All right. Then we're gonna add milk to it. We're gonna add some milk. We're gonna bring it up to a simmer and it will immediately thicken. All right, and the thing is, we don't want to add too much milk because it's hard to make it thicker, but it's easier to make it thinner.
Exactly.
Right?
No, I face that. Yep.
So while that's working over here, we're going to put in some eggs, which you wanted to grate. We're going to grate them.
Yep. I do want to grate them.
Pink shrimp, peas.
Yep.
We have some olives with pimento. That's like secret ingredient, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome, right?
We love it.
And we'll squeeze we'll just like a little bit of lemon in there just to kind of brighten the whole thing up.
Perfect.
Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so first thing we got to start with is heat up this pan. We're just going to go kind of just a medium is totally fine.
Okay.
And are you cooking? You're cooking.
I'm cooking. So I'll go ahead and put some butter in here.
Yeah.
I think we'll just do a couple, yeah.
That's probably
we try to keep it light, right?
It's probably like 2 pats maybe, right?
Yeah, so, like 2 pats of butter, exactly.
So I would say if you're doing this at home, 2 pats of butter, you're going to be somewhere around quarter of a stick?
Yes.
A stick is like 4 ounces, right?
Yep, so, I would say that would be correct.
So we'll say 1 ounce or 2 of butter, right? So we're going to melt that.
Yep. Give it a minute here to melt.
Traditionally with a roux, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's technically the French, right, would be equal parts butter and flour to make a proper roux.
Well, that's good to hear because I always just try to ratio it, and I didn't know that until you just said that, so that's great.
And you would melt the butter. It's going to kind of bubble a little bit. Let's get,
Yep,
let's get a shot of that.
Yep.
So we've got our, here we go, handy GoPro. This is
It
our
is.
food camera.
I like this.
Yeah, the producer said I should have a food camera.
I
So
like
we
that.
got one of that. Okay, so a little bit of butter. We're going to melt that.
Yep. I think
right.
we're almost there.
Okay. Then we're going to put in equal parts.
Get some of the flour, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, perfect.
So put some, stir, and then you can always, like I said, it's easier to add it than take it out, right? So
What do you think?
I think that's probably a good start.
Okay.
We'll kind of see where it's at.
Put this here?
Yeah. Let's have a look. See how he's doing. Yeah, it's looking pretty
Also,
good.
make sure I'm not burning the butter. So this
Yeah,
is
so
the. Yeah.
I typically would say like, you know, I like to say 60 seconds to get the starch flavor
Okay.
out of that. I think you need a little bit more flour.
I think so too. About the same amount like this.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I was thinking the same thing, Chris.
Well, how many times?
Have I made
1,000
this?
times? 500 times?
Well, since I was a teenager cooking
Many
it to
times.
now, yeah, many times. Yeah, you do the math. No. Okay, this looks good. Don't you think? I think this looks good.
How about I add a little bit of milk?
Perfect.
Okay.
And it's funny. I remember my mom. She used a double boiler.
Yeah.
And I still have memories of the double boiler with the top of it with all this in it, and the bottom with the water boiling. But
Right.
years later, it kind of separated as it got older. You could hear the steam coming out, whatever. But it just enhanced the experience.
She was a double boiler. She had a tendency of walking away, and the butter would burn or something.
It wouldn't burn. It was just that's how we cooked. We cooked it like it worked well.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is great.
Right,
All of
people
you.
do what they do, right?
This looks perfect. Yeah, I think
Okay, more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick? I mean, how thick are we talking? We're talking cream sauce.
We're talking cream
like
sauce.
the back of a spoon kind of cream sauce, not like real
Yeah,
thick.
yeah.
Okay, so definitely
not real thick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that. Yep, I think.
I don't know what we're up to. Let's see. Have a look in there. This is a quart. So that's 4 cups. Yeah, we're at like a cup.
About a cup. Yeah, we might
Somewhere there.
see how it does here. Yep.
Awesome. Kevin, do you know like what brought your family here
Well,
all those years ago?
My great grandfather Chris and his 2 brothers homesteaded here out in Olney, out the 202. They came from County Tipperary, Ireland. And it was a difficult
Okay.
time in Ireland, obviously, with the potato famine and everything.
Right.
So it happened all over the country, but they were allocated or given 200 acres each to homestead on. And we still actually have the homestead out by the Classic Fish Hatchery.
Really?
My cousin Patty, Hankel Nelson, owns that. But it says Leahy Homestead. There's a sign that says since
That's
1879.
That is amazing.
Yeah, pretty special.
That is pretty special.
I think we might want to put a little bit more
Thinner?
milk in. A little thinner, yeah. Yep, I think that.
That was maybe another, I think we're up to, let's call it like 12 ounces.
Yeah.
That's a guess. I just looked inside the cart.
Yeah, no, this.
See how we kind of make a gander. I think we're close there.
I think we're close. Yep.
So now we just got to cook it enough to, so there's
Kinda
no
have
lumps.
it.
You want a spatula?
Yeah, could I?
Yeah.
Could I?
Yeah,
Thank
let's do
you.
that. Give it a little.
Oh, that's perfect.
A whisk.
Thank you.
Flat whisk. You're good.
There we go.
And again, you tell me, right? I think that we maybe could season that a little bit now. Is that all right?
Definitely need some season.
Okay, we'll put a little of this coarse ground sea salt in there.
Perfect.
This has like light savory herbs in it, right? So it's rosemary, sage, garlic, black pepper, lavender. It's really subtle, but it's really just meant to bring the natural flavors out of that.
No, I think that looks good.
You ever seen
Chris.
this before?
I have seen that. Yes, I have.
This is
Chef
stuff
Daddy
right here. I know
It's
where you
good
can get
stuff.
some of that, right?
Yeah,
Chef
so do
Daddy.
I.
Enhancing life's flavor, right?
Most definitely.
It's the go-to in our house.
It's great. It's great.
How does that go? In our house, we love Chef Daddy to season our food.
What do you think?
You like it?
I like it.
You like it? Okay,
Yep.
let's go a little, just like give it a good, solid, just make sure there's no lumps in it.
Okay.
And then we'll turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably all right, huh?
Perfect.
Let's turn it off. We do need to keep an eye on it for the next couple minutes.
Keep
Just to
this in here
stir
like
it
that?
periodically.
Just keep that in there like that?
Yeah, this is a copper pot, so it's retaining all the heat pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're doing this cream shrimp on toast.
Correct.
So why don't we? So we're going to mix a few things together.
Yes.
So we're going to fold in the cream. In the meantime, let's maybe give the bread a little bit of a toast.
Perfect.
All right. So Kevin, I went to this morning, as you do. I went to the Astoria Co-op grocery.
Spent a lot of time there myself.
Right. So I run into Pat there, and if you don't know, Pat, episode 4. So look at Pat. He's great. He was great.
I've
So we
seen
hung
that.
out for a minute. I went to buy the bread that Blue Scorcher Bakery makes here from Astoria. You said you used to buy from
Home Bakery,
Home Bakery.
Orange Rye.
And now you've moved on to
Like the Skyline sourdough or whatever, yeah.
So I went to grab a loaf of this, and he's like, "That's an awesome bread, but check it out. We have this new bakery in the area, in Astoria, called Bluebell.
Which
And
I'm
this
aware
bread,
of.
this sourdough is still warm." I said, "Okay, I'll take that."
Perfect.
So I hope that's all right.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that thing.
great.
Isn't that awesome?
That looks really good.
Just for you at home. It's wonderful. This is it's a sourdough naturally leavened with wheat flour, all right?
Excellent.
Okay, so I'm going to hang on to this. I don't think we can eat it all. So I figured let's just take, that's all right, two big pieces?
Yeah, 2 big pieces.
Okay, so let's, and you were using like that Skyline sourdough is sliced, pre-sliced, right?
Yes, correct.
So how thick, is that all right?
yeah,
Thicker,
like
thinner?
no thin, like you're doing right there. That's fine.
That's all right?
Yep.
Okay. So
Can always
Oh,
have
yeah.
more.
you could always have more.
No. This bread looks
This-
fantastic.
Yeah, right. And it's like it's like crunchy, chewy. I feel it's a little, and it's got that kind of density of a sourdough, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's just use that for later. All right, in here,
Uh-huh.
I thought we'd just use this cast iron pan. We'll just do a little. Is that all right? It's
That's
not too
great.
thick.
Nope, that's great.
It'd be hard to cut it thinner at this point, I suppose.
That looks great, Chris.
So a little bit of that. I feel like, that's just me though, I'm not trying to tweak everything. I'm going to season it slightly. So we'll do kind of in layers here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to sneak right down there,
Okay.
and we'll just put that in there to toast. All right, so Kevin, what's next?
Well, what's next is I would probably want to get the eggs prepared here.
Okay.
And so you can cut eggs, slice them with an egg slicer.
Yeah.
But I traditionally like to do it like a grater here.
Okay.
And just grate them.
That makes
because
sense.
you want to have the texture of the eggs.
All right.
Within the cream sauce, not overdo it.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing next,
Okay, this is the 712th time that you've made this dish?
at least.
First time on TV?
At least. First time on TV, correct? First time on TV.
All right, perfect. Perfect. So, just so you know, so we're at 3 large eggs, all right? These are hard boiled.
Yep.
I'm going to give
I'm doing the
this
third one right
a
now.
little stir. Okay. So we use like 2 pats of butter, about a cup and a half of milk. Oh, sorry. And about the equivalent of flour, right? So about 2 ounces of flour to make the roux. All right. We have 2 big slices of this Bluebell Bakery sourdough. In the mix, we're putting 3 eggs, nicely grated.
How's that?
That looks awesome.
Okay.
Shrimp. This is Oregon pink shrimp.
You cannot beat Oregon pink
You
shrimp.
cannot beat Oregon pink shrimp. This is from Bornstein Seafood.
Perfect.
That is approximately that's about a half a pound, maybe a little more.
And
Then we got what else?
well, we have the secret ingredient
Oh,
here.
secret ingredient. Gotta have secret
Yeah,
ingredient.
we have the pimento olives, and
Awesome.
some people, we also like it for a martini, but it works really well here to put
I was wondering what I would do with the rest of the olive.
into the sauce.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives us that kind of texture taste, What,
Sure.
what would you call the kind of the complexity of it with?
Umami? No, that's not the word. Kind of, I don't know. It's add just a little.
I just
extra little, tart.
Just
flavor
like that
to it.
tart flavoring, exactly.
I'm gonna hit this. Just cut that.
Cut
lemon
this
real
up.
quick.
You never have too many olives.
Right.
And
I'm
on
gathering that there's a lot of olives around the Leahy family.
There is. We actually have black olives on Saturday night with almonds. It's kind of a go-to snack for the family. We've always done.
Wow.
Okay, so here we go.
right.
And then also peas. Again, Mom, we had peas growing up. We had peas almost with every meal.
Okay.
And so
Well, the Irish. Right? It goes back to the Irish.
The Irish, yeah. And other vegetables she cooks, sometimes they had a tendency maybe to be a little bit, when she pierced them with a fork, maybe a little overcooked,
Yeah.
but that's okay. You know, it's made with
Yeah.
love. All this is always made with love. That's where I think about with her and for my own family and for my siblings, etc.
Awesome.
Okay, so then kind of just, this is, I think, stir it up, whatever. I'll just kind of,
Yeah, give it a stir.
give it a stir.
Here's a more practical
perfect.
device
Thank
for
you,
that.
Chris. Yep.
I'm just going to
Stir
we got to
this
get
up.
a shot while he's doing it.
Get this all mixed together.
Is that about, that look right?
That looks
Ratio-wise?
that looks perfect. Yep.
I'm a good guesser. I had to do a little of the prep before we got here, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
guessing.
Thank you. No, this looks great.
You can't exactly Google what is the
Great.
Leahy's family traditional
Shrimp
meal
on toast, yeah.
on the internet, right? So
It might be on an index card in one of my cookbooks at home.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, along with clam dip and other specialties that
right.
we do. Yep. So that looks great.
Okay, you're happy with that? All right.
I am happy with that.
Let's do. Yeah, I mean, cream sauce.
Yep.
You still? It's a good texture.
Yep. That is.
Okay. Do you want to tell me when? You want me to add some?
Yep. I would probably add it all.
You want to add it all?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, we're doing it.
I'd add it all, Chris. Yep.
Okay.
Add it all. And this is good for like a lunch or for a dinner. We usually do it for dinner, but if you want to have like a kind of a special lunch,
Sure.
but it's a dinner specialty.
Okay. Got the spatula. This is the most valuable tool in any kitchen. You know
Yes,
that, right?
I know that. And kind of stir this up. Oh
Awesome.
yeah, this looks great. This looks really good. I mean, how could you not like this comfort food, right?
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, I like totally appreciate this whole like. Yeah, you were so. You're like, oh, this is what I want to make, and here's why. Like, I love it. That's the whole concept of the show, right? It's like,
Well, it's just thinking
what's
about it.
meaningful about it?
Well, it's just like I said, so meaningful that it came back to like for my whole lifetime.
Yeah.
That this was something that my mom made, and like I said, other variations she made with the cream sauce. But this just brings home growing up, grew up on Irving here in Astoria, 17th and Irving, and we had a beautiful view of the Columbia River. So sitting there in our little kitchen, overlooking the river on like a winter evening, and it's stormy out, but then the toast was in the toaster and popped up. And with a family of 6, there's four children and then my mom and dad. We had to keep that toaster very busy.
I bet.
And then mom also, sometimes she was next level, where she would do the toast 2 pieces at a time with my dad doing that, and then put it in the oven on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
So we could come and we could all have it at the same time versus doing it in stages.
Yeah. Your appointment for dinner is at 5:05. You're coming in at 5:12. You're at 5:17.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see how it goes. So we have the bread. Let me reach in there, see where we're at. Can we toast that just a little bit
Sure.
more?
No, that sounds good.
So, Kevin, while we're waiting, say we're in a holding pattern. We got
We're ready
the
to-
topping, we have the bread toasting, and we'll give it like 2 minutes. So, Clatsop Economic Development Resources and Small Business Development Center. You do so many things there, right? I mean, you're the executive director. You kind of oversee the whole deal.
Yep.
You have a lot of people doing a lot of really, really positive, really impactful things. In a nutshell, what do these organizations do?
Well, in a nutshell, what Clatsop Economics Cedar does is we work, and our board works with the cities, with the county, with the port, the college, on really looking at macroeconomic issues. Like I spend a lot of time working with workforce development.
Yeah.
We have like our Clatsop Job and Career Fair that I have spearheaded with the Oregon Employment Department now for over 12 years. Because we have to grow our own here in Clatsop County.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Housing prices are high, et cetera. So that's a key part of what we do with Cedar. Also, working on federal regulations, working with our legislative partners, et cetera. A lot of that's the Cedar work that I do. And we're the connector in the community here for all things economic development. The Small Business Development Center has been part of Clatsop Community College since 1984. And I've been the director for 14 years. And when I started, we had basically myself and a part-time advisor and a part-time assistant. Now we have a much larger group, thanks to the generosity of the funding from our partners from the SBA, Business Oregon, the college. Cedar also contributes towards that. And we focus, our core deliverable is we work on one-on-one advising. What does that mean? It's like you can come and you sign up and we give you confidential and free, no-cost advising if you want to start a business, if you want to grow your business, if you want to close your business, if you want to reinvent your business. That's what we do. We have a great team. We're generalists, but we also have some specialists that focus in the restaurant area, food and beverage, and other areas. So we we're so thankful for the community support of what we do being part of Classic Community College. We have our office in Seaside and also in Astoria that we provide the advising. And you're right, the advisors do the majority of the advising. And then we also do a lot of workshops and boot camps and programs. They can check out, your viewers can check us out at OregonSBDC.org.
Okay. Yeah, cool. We'll put that on here.
Oh, good. Perfect. So that's kind of the drill down. And we've worked really hard with the business community, and we feel the support. We're the training arm of the Astoria Warrington Chamber and the Seaside Chamber, for example. I serve on committees, as does some of our team, with the ADHDA, the Astoria Downtown Historic District Association, the Seaside Downtown Development Association. It's great being here in Astoria. This is my hometown. I live in Astoria. My office is in Seaside, but we work countywide, of course. And the SBDC is part of a nationwide organization.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's really what kind of the core deliverables of what we do.
Oh, that's a lot.
I know. I'm not going to stop.
How do you keep up? How do you keep up? Excuse me one sec. We're going to get in the oven. Let's have it. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're ready. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. That looks
super nice. All right. So let's put... Yeah, do you want to do we'll put some of that and then goes back in the oven?
No. I think it's warm enough that we can put it, I think, on a plate.
Geez, let's get it on some plates.
Get on a plate, and I think we can...
Before we do that, folks, if you're enjoying our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. See the little frying pan in the corner? Just touch that, navigate, hit subscribe, like our content. Hit the bell so you know what's coming up. We appreciate it very much. We hope you're enjoying this episode of What Do You Want to Cook? All right, Kevin, here we go. Here's 2 plates.
Perfect.
I'll move this over. I'll let you do the deal.
Okay.
This ripping hot.
Okay, thank you.
And here is a... Oh,
great.
You could just do that.
This bread looks fabulous, Chris.
That looks so good.
Just put the bread on here, right?
Oh, yeah. Creamed shrimp on toast with other things.
Fancy name, but delicious.
Yeah, right? It's good.
Simple name.
No, it looks good,
then
man.
What we do
I'll tell you what, I never put any lemon in there. Let me just real quick.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I was a little nervous to put lemon in earlier.
Perfect.
Because it can curdle the cream.
Excellent. Okay. So then what you do is just kind of spoon this over the top.
Yep.
Make sure that it covers the bread.
Yeah, nice.
Both sides here.
That's awesome.
There'll be enough for leftovers also.
I can make sure I get a shot of this fanciness.
There you go. Cover all the surface. My wife's big on covering the surface of bread. There we go.
Nice.
I think that's great.
You got to cover all the surface. We're going to have to save that one for later.
I think that's great.
That is great. All right. I'll put this over here. What can we take a bite?
Let's do it.
Let's take a bite. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's take a bite. We're going to take a bite, and then we're going to keep talking a little bit, and then we'll sit down and enjoy this when we're finished. What do you think about that?
I like that.
All right.
Yep.
What do you think? It's kind of crusty. This might be a good idea.
I think you're right. I think that, yep.
Here's a fork.
Thank you, Chris.
All righty. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to
take a little taste here.
Here. A little nod to the new small business known as Bluebell Bakery. Thanks for the toast.
That's great.
Is it doing it?
It's delicious.
Did we get there?
We did. It's delicious. What do you think?
I don't know yet. I was watching you.
Oh, sorry. You said we'd take a bite. I followed directions. Very good.
That is so good. Oh,
that bread enhances it. That bread enhances it, Chris.
Super nice. We're gonna have to make another one for our producer, who's watching from behind the scenes. So, considering the theme of our show is "What do you want to cook?" What do you feel like the SBDC's recipe for success is?
Well, I think the recipe for success is the awareness of what we do and to have a business owner open to working with us. We don't tell a business owner or a potential business owner what to do. We work with them. We help them navigate. That's the recipe for success is you have to have financial literacy. You have to understand your budgets. You have to understand the cost involved. Depends. We do service industries. We do retail. We do a lot of restaurants. Again, we do it all. So I would say the recipe is to have the business owner commit to learning with us, because we also have other programs. Right. We have our small business management program, which is a multi-month program, to give the commitment to us to be working on their business and not just in their business. So that's really the key. That's the key component.
Yeah, I mean that kind of answers what my next question was. What are some of the challenges, right? And would you say that's accurate? You know, the commitment.
The commitment, and we have so many businesses, Chris, that say to us like, we have no idea what we're doing. Well, that's what we're here for. And I would also tell you, because of our funders, we record how many businesses we serve. Like we served over 258 businesses last year between startup and existing businesses. Wow. But we have other businesses that we sit with, potential businesses, and they said, you know what, I have an idea. And then the idea is such, well, let's walk through it. Let's kind of vet it. And then when you look financially, it's like, don't quit your day job. I mean, keep working what you're doing and watch your vision. And you always have to have capital. You have to have money. And a lot of folks they're not bankable. So you have to understand how to do that. And a lot of our small businesses here in Clatsop County and everywhere really rely on friends and family and funding. We try to stay away from credit cards and things. So working through that and navigating, we work with our lenders here locally. We have a great relationship with our banking partners, our funding partners. Business Oregon also has some special programs that we also work with on. And Colpac, which is an economic development organization. So it's really understanding all that. But then there's a lot of people say, well, I need help with my marketing. Well, that's fine. We're here to do that. We have folks that do that. But all of a sudden you start talking about how to hire an employee, how to open a business, how to go with the state of Oregon, all of those things. And that's what we're experts are, not myself, our team. We have between full-time and part-time staff right now, we have 7 advisors that work in our team that cover the gamut.
Kind of broad, and they're more specific.
There's the specific, and then exactly, and then we have full time, like I said, and part time that lend their expertise.
Now I don't want to ask specifically but I know there's been a ton of successful operations that have come out of the counseling and learning and working with your organization over the years. But if you could name one that you feel really stood out.
Well, I would say in my 14 years as director, Chris, the one that stands out for me is Fort George Brewery and Public House. I mean, obviously it's a large employer, but I've watched Chris Nemawilla and his team develop and grow that business, and we worked with them at the SBDC, and again, we have to get permission to state that because again it's confidential, but over the years they've allowed us to do that, so I'm so happy to say that publicly. Working with Chris from the very beginning with some funding from Business Oregon to start a canning machine, and then just over the years working with them just as they develop. So I would say that would be a big success story with well over 100 employees and their growth. And traded sector, which is very important. So they're shipping their beer out of Clatsop County while still having their great restaurant experience here. So I would say Fort George would be the example I would quote.
It's really impressive, the entire operation. Even when you walk down to the new brewery, everything seems to be done just right. So the level of commitment on the account of the business itself. Would you say that's really very key?
Oh, it's very key. And again, this is how you run your business also. You give good customer service, you give a great experience, you serve great food, people want to come back, and that also, it's when you go into some businesses, I always say, support small business, but the businesses have to earn that, and they've earned that.
There's one, if there's one takeaway, our viewers are, they're all over the world, we feel like it's really important that I want to share the stories of what we're doing here. There's so many people doing great things in communities all over the world. But if there's one thing that you think that other communities in far-reaching places or wherever might learn from this community, what might that be?
Well, I would say, again, I mentioned about the Small Business Development Center. We're part of a nationwide network, including Puerto Rico. And there's 64 networks around the country and again in the Virgin Islands and also in Puerto Rico. And for your viewers to know that that is a free, accessible resource. What we offer, the free and confidential advising, is across the nation.
Okay.
Not international from that standpoint, but
Sure.
I would say the United States, that would be a takeaway. And also to be like calling your SBDC, meeting with them, but also being challenging of your SBDC. You know, we work really hard to provide concierge service in what we do.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's a takeaway also, not just, we're just here to sit and talk to you. We want to provide the best customer service and meet you where you are in the right time.
Yeah.
So that would be a takeaway, I would say.
Now, you said how many across the country? 60?
There's 64
64
networks.
There's 64 networks. And I understand that. I understand that you may have just won an award, and kind of.
Well, thank you.
Tell me about that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was named the State Star for 2025 for the state of Oregon for the Oregon SBDC.
That's amazing.
And I was able to represent our community and go to Orlando in September and accept an award. It has my name on it, but I brought it back for the team.
Sure.
I also shared it at our Cedar board meeting because our Cedar board members are also very involved in the work that we do. And it was just so amazing, and I'm so honored to bring that back. And to be up there on the stage and dancing, and they actually had photos of us up there on the big screen. So, you know what? It's like, you know, Clatsop County, and because of the great customer service that we give, but more importantly, the businesses support us.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had that award. I wouldn't have received that award if it wasn't for the business support here in Clatsop County.
That's super amazing. Kevin, I know you probably got to get going pretty soon, and you're so busy, and you're parts of all these different organizations. What other organizations outside of just like what you do in your daily life are important to you?
Well,
what you're part of?
Well, I would say very important to me outside of my day job, if you will. I'm a member of the Seaside Rotary Club, for example. Okay. I'm ex-president of the club and the foundation board. Also have served on the Estero Regatta Association board as president twice.
Very familiar.
Very familiar. Love that. Also, my church, St. Mary's, just up the street here. St. Mary's Catholic Church, very involved. I was actually the co-chair with another friend, Fergus Laughlin, last year on our 150th anniversary of our parish. So very involved in the church. ADHDA, the Astoria Downtown Astoria. I'm on the business development committee. Yes, as part of my day job, but I also volunteer. I love it. Volunteerism is in my DNA from my mom and my dad. So I would say that really would be kind of the key parts of that.
Oh, thank you for sharing all that stuff. I feel like I need a nap just thinking about it. Is there anything else that you want to add to this conversation?
I would just say that, you know that small businesses are so important to our economy and to our growth. You know, the statistics are that like the great majority of employment is in small businesses, and small businesses become large businesses, like we talked about Fort George. So I would say the takeaway is like a lot of times we hear from folks, we have no idea, we didn't know you existed. We didn't know you exist. And we spend a lot of time here marketing, newsletters. We can also have folks sign up for our newsletters, etc. But there's still the folks that maybe don't see us at chamber meetings or at the ADHDA monthly meetings that I'm always attending or our team is attending, that to get the word out to them about we're here to help them.
Yeah.
That would be the one takeaway I would have, Chris, for your viewers and globally beyond just Clatsop County.
I appreciate that so much. Folks, once again, if you're enjoying our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends. Share with everybody. These stories are really important, and I think they really deserve to be shared in a big network. Kevin, cream shrimp on toast.
Let's eat.
I love it.
Let's eat.
All right, let's eat some of that. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
We'll,
I so appreciate it.
I imagine we'll see you in the next couple of days because we see you everywhere.
Yep, I'll see you. I'll see you. You got it.
And to you, the viewers, thank you so much for watching What Do You Want to Cook?